Hi everyone, this is Angel Crusher with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I'm going to be starting a video series on top tier arena champions. And there's no better champion to start this series off with than the most universally despised character to face off against in the arena, and that is of course Hegemon. Hegemon is an arena specialist with a very unique kit that allows him to strike first and take a huge advantage early in a fight. We're going to be discussing his masteries, his gears, how to best utilize them in your team, and if you have not been fortunate enough to open a Hegemon yourself, how to properly counteract him with your team. So please like and subscribe to the video, and keep up with any of the future videos in this series I will be releasing. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Let me first start off by talking about how cool Hegemon looks. He has a very cool armor set here, which is unique to him and him alone in the game. So my hats off to Plarium here for doing a good job on the artwork. I do enjoy the way he looks aesthetically. His Fateful Arrival ability is his best ability here, and that is his passive, which allows him to always go first each round. The only caveat to that is if there are multiple Hegemons in the battle, whichever one with the high speed goes first and then follows up by the one with descending speed after that. So the only time this is actually going to take place is if the opposing team has a Hegemon of their own and their Hegemon is a higher speed than yours. You're going to always want to start off with this Crippling Cold ability, which attacks all enemies, places a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns, and also has a 50% chance of placing a block cooldown skills debuff for 2 turns. This is huge. If you can land this block cooldown skills by going first, then you are going to almost completely lock the opposing team out. And this is huge if you can get it against their rezzers, like an Arbiter, or a Duchess Lilitu, or a Siphi. If you can block their res and their buffs, then you can have your way with the rest of your team damage dealers, killing everyone else out, and you'll be able to take out their entire team before they're able to res anyone. So this is a huge ability, and is what makes Hegemon so good, paired along with his Fateful Arrival ability. His A1 is the Graves Grasp, which attacks 2 times at randoms. Each hit has a 35% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. This is a good ability as well because it allows you to place this debuff on opposing champions, and it keeps them from cycling through their turns as quickly. So let's jump right into his masteries. As far as masteries go, I brought him down to Helm Smasher, which I believe is where you want to be, because the number one counter to Hegemon, like I talked about in the intro there, is high defense champions and high shields. So in order for you as a Hegemon owner, you want to be able to counteract that by having Shield Breaker here so you can try to break through their shields, and you want to have Helm Smasher here so you can try to break through their armor. To oppose him, you want to have as much shields and as much armor as you possibly can. So this is your only way, really, to be able to battle against opposing defensive players like a Krisk or Altons or Rosins. Anyone with a high defense, you're definitely going to want to Helm Smasher against, and you're going to have the Shield Breaker against in case they have shields, because that's really hard for you to get to those shields effectively. You're also going to want to get this ability here, Ruthless Ambush, so you get, since you're always going to be going first, you want this extra 8% damage when you hit. Now, as far as support tree, you definitely want to go down here to Evil Eye, so when you do use your A1, you'll be able to knock some of their turn meter down. You definitely want Master Hexer, so you can try to extend the ability of that block cooldown skills. You also want Sniper here to give you that extra 5% chance, so that raises you up from a 50% chance to a 55% chance. And then, I know it's only a 5% chance here, but if you can cycle, you get Cycle of Magic and cycle through and use that crippling ability again, you definitely want the 5% chance of being able to do so. Let me start off by saying it is not easy to gear a Hegemon properly. You definitely want almost every stat here, which is hard to get. You want high attack because you want him to hit as hard as possible since he's going first. You want high speed because even though he goes first every round, if you're going to be facing off against opposing Hegemons, you have to be able to go faster. And sometimes your speed is the only thing keeping you from winning or losing a battle. You definitely want a 100% crit rate on him because it's actually absolutely imperative that those crits hit, and you want as much critical damage as possible, in addition to having high enough accuracy that you land those block cooldown skills. So, like I said, Hegemon is not easy to gear. I probably have some of my better gear on him, and he's still not exactly where I'd like to be. I originally had him in a stun set, so he would, if he didn't lock people out with his block cooldown skills, he would at least stun them. But then I ended up opting out of that and just going more of a damage build with him, and that's why I was able to boost these numbers a little bit. But in the stun set, he did have more accuracy. I think he had like 350 accuracy, so he was definitely hitting a little bit more with that, but he was lacking in the attack area. He was lacking in speed. I think he was only at like 120 speed, and I had a little bit less crit damage. So I think this is where you want to be with Hegemon, or better. And like I said, it's not easy to do, but try to get as close to these numbers as possible. The health points really aren't that relevant, except when counterattacks go off, because usually if you go first, you're already has done what he's supposed to do. If he can survive a counterattack and then also hit with his A1, great. That's extra damage and it's phenomenal. But I always have him paired with a Reser anyway, so I'm able to bring him back up to hit again. As far as artifacts, you want him in attack ring with as much attack percentage as you possibly can get on there. You want him in a crit damage amulet with accuracy if possible. I would love to have a 6-star here to get the extra 7% crit damage, but this one has high accuracy, so I'm using that anyway. And then you want him in an accuracy banner. And once again, I'd love to have a higher accuracy banner here as well, but this one had good speed and it had some attack on it as well, so I opted to use that. As far as gear-wise, I put him in crit gloves, obviously. Crit damage gloves, rather. You want him in attack percentage chest, and if you're going to want to boost the speed on him, you're going to want him in speed boots. I just have a broken set here because that's what I had here for the crit damage and the crit rate that I needed to max him out there, and it had some attack percentage on it as well. So overall, these were really good boots for him. I put him in a cruel set here for the extra 5% ignore defense. So that brings him up to a 30% ignore defense if the Helm Smasher goes off. And then I also have him in an mortal piece here. It's not actually a set, it's just the 60% attack here with the crit rate. Had a high crit rate on it and some attack. So gear, once again, you're definitely shooting for these stats here. It's not easy to get. These are some pretty good gloves with the crit damage and some crit rate on them, a little bit of speed, but I've already kind of showed you there that the gear stat wise you're trying to shoot for. Alright, before we dive right into a battle, let's talk about picking your opponents with Hegemon on your team. Hegemon always going first and hitting rather hard makes you want to pick out glass cannon teams. This is a good example here. Teams with Ray, Ithos, Foley, Trunda, Senesha, Lanicus. All these teams that are built on going really fast and having a high in damage are the teams that you want to prey upon, because you're going to go before them. Even though their Arbiter may be at 375 speed, your Hegemon is still going to go first. So you want to go against teams like this that you can actually kill this Ithos and kill this Ray and maybe even kill this Lanicus before the Arbiter even gets a chance to go. And if you're lucky enough to lock the cooldown skills on this Arbiter so that she can't res them, you've already automatically won the fight. I like to pair Hegemon with a speed lead of my own, so I like to pair him with Arbiter, and then another cleanup damage dealers like Brodos, Trunda, Foley, anyone else high damage like that. So let's dive in and take a look. So we're going to start off with the A2 here and see if we can lock everyone out. Alright, so we automatically killed the Ithos, almost killed Ray, almost killed Lanicus, locked Lanicus out, and Arbiter, almost all of her life is gone. So then my Arbiter's faster, so we're going to come in and we're going to clean up with Trunda and hopefully call it a day. Obviously his Arbiter did cut in, rezzed Ithos, but that really doesn't matter too much because Trunda's going to come in here and kill them all. So let's see if we can find another similar team build here. Let's see. So here we have what maybe a little bit more of a difficult team, and we do have a Valkyrie, so if she gets a chance to put up her shields, this is going to be really hard for us, but we still have the glass cannon here in Ray. We have Rotos here, which is difficult because he can't be killed in one shot, but hopefully the Trunda will follow up and kill him with the second shot. So let's see. Once again, always start off with the A2. We got a lockout on Arbiter, so this should be a fairly easy fight. I wish I would have hit Valkyrie as well. But we'll go ahead and turn meter boost, and then try to knock everyone out with Trunda. Yep, Trunda finishes the fight again. Here we have another battle here. We do have Umbral Enchantress, so if Umbral Enchantress is able to get off her AoE provoke, that'll be difficult for us, but we should be much faster than her on both counts here. Our only real person we have to fear here is Foley, and we should be able to kill him on the initial hit with Hegemon. So Hegemon's going to come in, hopefully kill Foley with his first hit. Oh, not quite, but we did lock out Arbiter, so it still should be an easy cleanup here. We're going to go ahead and boost our turn meter, and then come in with Trunda and see if we can take the rest of them out. Alright, so Arbiter's still alive, Sathalia's still alive, but it should be an easy cleanup after this. Go ahead and lower her turn meter if we can. Clean up with Hegemon, and then Rhodos is going to finish the fight. Now here's one of those teams I was warning everyone about before. Krisk is probably our worst matchup with the Hegemon because he does have the 50% shields and he does have high defense, and then we have another shield maker here, so this very well could be a loss, but let's give it a shot regardless. It really is just going to come down to who gets, if we get lucky enough with these block cooldown skills. So we're able to take out most of the shields. And then this is really going to be more of a showcase of Trunda than anything else if we're able to get through, and she got blocked out, so this is probably just going to be a loss. But that is how you properly counteract a Hegemon team. Right there, high defense, shields, Warlord with his shields of his own. This is a very hard matchup for any Hegemon team. So here's one of the teams that Hegemon is very good against, and that is the blender teams you often see showcased on videos. And that's any team that has the ally attack with 2 nukers. Hegemon's very good against these teams because usually they can take out one of these, if not 2 of these, before Arbiter gets a chance to go. And even if she doesn't get locked out of her block cooldown skills, and she does get a chance to res, your Trunda or whoever your other damage dealer is still gets to come in and clean up before they get another chance to go. So let's see if it works out the way I'm describing it. Alright, so we did get a lockout on Longbeard. We missed it on Arbiter, unfortunately. I'm going to go in here and try to get this unkillable off of Skullcrown, which did not hit. We got the res. And then Trunda's going to go here and clean up everyone else. And still, we were able, easy win. One of the champions I try to avoid with the Hegemon is indeed Tormund. Tormund is still very good in the meta. The reason why he's difficult, he does have the high defense, but in addition to that, you're coupling your Hegemon with a speed lead and a speed booster, and Tormund can completely negate your speed boost here with Arbiter with his freeze ability. So we'll give it a shot and see if it works out, but this is going to be a very difficult fight as well. We'll start off with the A2, see if we can lock some people out. We did lock out Duchess, which is nice. We're just really going to hope that we don't get frozen here. At least not with our Trunda, which Trunda is the only one that got frozen. Great. But hopefully Rhodos here will be able to knock out this Tormund. Did not crit. That was unfortunate. We're going to use Hegemon here on Rhodos to see if we can get him down some. Then we're going to use this ability to do a little bit of AoE damage. Alright, so we're going to bring back Hegemon. We're going to speed boost again. We got the counterattack there. Now hopefully Trunda's going to finish most of the people off here. Alright, she got one down. Go ahead and finish off Martyr. And then this should put a damper on their things here. So overall, not a terrible fight. It didn't go as planned in the beginning, but we still were victorious. So that is what Hegemon can do. I'm not going to sit here and do a million arena battles, but he's very good at going first, taking out glass cannons on the team, locking down the cooldowns of their resers, and letting you take advantage of a fight very early. And that's really what his purpose is to give you a very big advantage early in the fight, and then it depends on how you build a team around him to take advantage of that advantage that you're given. And I'm going to end the video with a battle here. I didn't exactly want to be that guy, so I didn't start the video with this, but I have been fortunate enough to open 2 Hegemon. So we're going to do a couple fights here with double Hegemon and show you exactly how devastating that can be to start off with. So once again, being able to have 2 chances to lock everyone out is crazy, especially when Hegemon hits so hard just on his own. And there you go. Fight finished. They never get a chance to go. Let's try it one more time. This should be a decent display here. We're going against an opposing Hegemon and the most broken combo in all of Arena, Siphi and Roto. So let's see how we fare against them. So once again, having 2 opportunities to lock everyone out and kill people is great here. Let's try it. Alright, so let's see if their Hegemon gets to cut in. They do, so we'll see how much. He did lock out my other Hegemon, which is problematic. We'll kill the Hegemon. And let's see if Trunda can clean up here. Nope, too many reses. But they have, both of the reses are on cooldown now, so hopefully we're still going to be victorious here. Alright, Hegemon gets to go. And then Trunda hopefully cleans up right here. Yep. So double Hegemon is even better than single Hegemon. As many champions in this game that I would love to have right now. There's many top tier champs I do not have, like Mashalad, Warlord, Siphi. Hegemon is high on my list to get a 3rd. I would love to have a 3rd Hegemon because I think it would be absolutely insane to have 3 of them on your arena team. So I am looking forward to attempting to do that at some point in the future. We'll see how it goes. So in conclusion, Hegemon is an absolutely beast of a champion. Definitely S tier, top tier arena champion in the game. You cannot complain about opening from a shard because he's absolutely amazing in singles or multiples. I would love to have a 3rd, so can't wait to maybe get there one day. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will be putting out some more videos in this Arena Spotlight very soon, so please keep an eye out for those. Have a great day. Until next time, this has been Angel Crusher. Bye.